Hi, this is Alekhya. In the last video, you saw the walkthrough of the employee management app. And in this video, I am going to set up the app that will host the APIs. So let's begin. This is a WaveMaker workspace. First, let's create a project. Click on Create button over here. We can either choose from web or mobile app. I'm choosing web app. Give the project name as Employees API. Give the project description and then click on OK. This will allow us to create the project. Click on Save button. As you can see, our project Employees API has been created successfully. So now let's move on to the database section. Click on databases from the left resource panel. As you can see, there's no DB available. Let's import the DB first. Click on plus icon over here. We can either connect to a DB or upload MySQL files, or we can create a new database using our DB designer. So I'm going to upload MySQL files. Choose file that you have to import. The API DB that I have to use is HR API. So I'm importing that and then click on execute. Success message script execution has been successful, and choose the database name as HR API and then click on next. These are all the tables available in the DB. Click on next and then click on proceed. So our DB has been imported successfully, and let's see what are all the tables imported. Click on the design tab over here. These are the 4 tables that we have imported: user, vacation, department, and employee. Now let's move on to the API section. Click on APIs from the left resource panel. So this is our API designer. Click on HR API over here. This is our DB name. These are all the 4 entities which we have imported. So by default, department has been selected, and here are all the APIs available with respect to the department entity. So now let's quickly test one API. Click on one API, go to test tab over here, and these are all the request params which we can give. And as you can see, this is the test button over here. Click on test. We can see the results in the response window below. So these are all the results we got. And as you can see, a URL has been generated. This is a dev URL. So, but in our app, we are going to use the deployed URL. Now let's see how to deploy the project. So in the top center, we'll be able to find a deploy button. Click on that. So before deploying the project, we have to push our changes. I'm doing that. Click on S and give the commit message. And then click on OK. Changes have been pushed successfully and the deployment has been started. Once the app is successfully deployed, you will receive an email, or else you can find it in the job section over here. So now let's move on to the manage app section. Click on deploy button over here. Click on manage app and hover over demo environment. Click on details. Go to DB shell. Now, for the database to be available in the deployed environment, we have to import it over here. Click on import database and upload the same script which you have imported while creating the project, and select the database name as HR API and then click on OK. We can see the success message. The database has been imported successfully. Now let's test the APIs. So for doing that, let's see the typical URL pattern of the deployed APIs. This is the URL pattern. First, it will be the host name, followed by the project name, followed by the services, and followed by either database or any method name, and then followed by the entity. So now let's construct our URL. So for doing that, click on Open URL button over here. So copy until Employees API, paste it any text editor. This is our host name. This is our application name, Employees API, and followed by the services, the database, and the entity name. So our API is ready. Now let's test this API in a browser, or you can test it in a Postman as well. Paste the API in the browser, then click on enter. We can see all the results over here. Yeah, and so now our APIs are available to be consumed in our UI app. Thanks, and that's it for this video. See you in the next video.